the channel. So today, here we are at Heathrow Airport, where after 1,099 days, we can finally say that we are heading back to Orlando. We're really super excited. It's been a very tense, nervous few weeks as we prepared for this trip. We've done our COVID test, we've done our paperwork, and now we are here at Terminal 5, Concourse C, waiting for our flight to Orlando. Our aircraft is just over here in the corner, waiting for us. We've got about an hour and a half until we board. We're all here, we're all ready to go, and we're really super excited. It's been over 1,000 days since we last went to Florida, over 3 years. It's been absolutely insane the past couple of years. We've had so many cancelled trips, rearrangements, but now we are finally here and we're ready to go back to Florida and hopefully enjoy some of the theme parks there over Christmas as well. But really super excited, really nervous still, as it could still obviously go wrong, could have issues getting in, but we're very close now. We're the closest we've been in over 3 years, so we're really super excited here to get back to Florida. So fingers crossed all goes well. I'll take you around to have a look at the aircraft and explain the testing procedure that we went through yesterday in order to get ready for this flight. But super excited. Orlando, here we come, hopefully. So we're in Concourse C of Terminal 5. Got a lovely little Christmas tree set up here. Nice big open space. The flight to Barbados over there is going. Our aircraft's just over there in the fog. Got an A380 and A350 over here parked up very nice. So yeah, it feels great to be back into an airport finally. It's been so long, it's been so weird coming through security and doing all this again, but we're really super excited to get out there. Can't wait to get back on board an aircraft, and more than anything, can't wait to get back to Orlando. We've got some really exciting stuff planned, some good hotels, so it should be a really nice trip. Do you want to go on that plane?
Yeah.
Should we go on holiday?
Yeah. And my bag.
Your bag?
Yeah.
Are we going to sit on that plane and go to Florida? Yeah.
Oh, I see mini truckers.
Lots of mini tractors.
And there.
So this here is the Boeing 777-200 that's going to be taking us to Orlando, Florida. Really super excited to get on board and go. I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of the testing that we went through in order to get here at Heathrow Terminal 5 ready to go to Florida. So as you're all aware, the changing travel restrictions and stuff is occurring all the time. So right now, as it stands, in order to go over to America, you need to do a COVID-19 test within 24 hours or 1 day prior of your flight. So we did ours yesterday. They have to be supervised, either done in person or on a video consultation. So yesterday we did a video consultation where we all had our tests done with someone on a computer virtually. We did our tests at home, submitted them, and then got all the paperwork through. And then once we've done that, you have to then do your passenger attestation form and fill out your proof of vaccination on an app called Verifly. So British Airways here at Heathrow have partnered with Verifly. You fill in all your documents on there, and then it uploads onto an app, gets verified, and that gives you the green light in order to go over to America and pass through and show that you're kind of COVID free, if you like. So while over in America, it's advised that the little ones, if you're non-vaccinated, do get a PCR test or a lateral flow after 2 or 3 days just to check that they're safe. And then prior to coming back into the UK, you have to do a test within 2 days. So we've got some lateral flow tests in our bag that we ordered from online prior to going. And then following back into that, which I'll explain later on near the end of the trip, you have to do a day 2 PCR test when coming back into the United Kingdom. But that's just a quick overview of what the testing requirements are to go to America. Say hello. Are you super excited?
Yeah.
Are you ready to go on the airplane?
Yeah.
We're going to Florida.
Yay!
For the first time in over 1,000 days. At least I think we are. This is
So excited.
this close. This is the closest we've been in 3 years.
Can't believe it. I'm gonna cry.
It's going to be good though. What's even more surreal is just being at an airport. It's been so weird not to be able to come to an airport where you go so regularly, either for work or just for travel in general. But it's just been a long time coming, but it feels so good to be back at an airport, seeing an aircraft, and oh, we're so close now to going to Florida, so close. It's even really weird as well just being at Heathrow. Obviously the flight from the flight to Orlando is usually from Gatwick, so we're at Heathrow now. It's with British Airways. I've also got a Virgin Atlantic one going later on as well, but you know, we're really close now. Lots of cancellations. We booked this fairly last minute, on staff travel, booked a few different hotels, so it's going to be a really good trip, and I'll explain a little bit later on about the hotels that we're doing at the various parks and stuff as well. We've got a lovely looking Dreamliner here. Going to be going soon. Got the pilots on board doing all their preparations. Loading of bits and bobs. There's an A380 over there. A380 that's just arrived over there. Let's go have a little bit of a wander and see if we can see that up close. That is absolutely insane. Now I've seen an A380 before, but I don't think I've ever seen one this close, but that's just crazy. I mean, look at the size of the engines. Comparison there between that gentleman there and the size of that engine, but this one's just pulled in, I believe, so they're just getting it all chocked. But that is absolutely crazy. Gorgeous aircraft. Really wish we were going on one of these today, but the 777 is just a nicer of an aircraft, so I'll take it. Where are we going?
Big airplane.
On an airplane. What are we doing on an airplane?
I'm going to see Spider-Man and the airplane.
You're going to see Spider-Man and Elmo?
Yeah.
Really? Are you excited?
Yeah.
Can you not wait to see them?
Yeah.
Ah, should we go on the airplane then?
Yeah.
Ah, are you excited? Go eek! You want to go on an airplane? That's a big airplane. That's a 380. That's an A380. Yeah, big aeroplane. Is that really cool?
Yeah.
Cool. Look at it. Oh.
It's big.
It's really big.
Yep.
Wow. Oh, the engines are going round and round and round.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's blowing in the wind. Yeah. You put your seatbelt on. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Good boy. So fast forward then about 9 hours and here we are at our first hotel in Orlando. We actually cannot believe where we are here. We're all really super excited now. We're all super tired. It was a fairly quick flight. Oliver was absolutely amazing considering it was his first long journey on flight. He was absolutely fantastic. We all really enjoyed it. It was really good. BA excellent service as always. Wearing the face mask for the whole of the flight really wasn't too bad as well, and I'll touch on that a little bit later on in another video, but overall it was a really good flight. Amazing experience. Getting in the airport as well, it was then a 15-minute journey from the TSA area through to get you know, passports checked. Really good, really quick. And then got our bags, headed in a taxi to our first stop, which here is the DoubleTree at SeaWorld. So we're staying at SeaWorld here for 4 nights. We are going to do Universal in those 4 nights as well, but here we're basing ourselves at SeaWorld for 4 nights before venturing on towards Universal hotels as well. But we're here now. It's been a very long day. I will touch on how the journey went, the passport, the testing, and all that other kind of bits and bobs in a separate video on the channel coming up soon. In the meantime though, I'm going to go into the pizzeria just here, get us all a little bite to eat while we're unpacking the room, and then yeah, end the day there before heading to SeaWorld tomorrow for our first full day here in Orlando. But it's been a really good trip so far. You know, good flight, we're all safe and sound, and we just absolutely, you know, the mind still boggles that we're here now after 3 years. It's absolutely crazy, but really excited. I'm looking forward to sharing this with you all very soon on the channel. So I thought I'd take a few moments now while I've got a few minutes while I'm waiting for this pizza order to explain a little bit more in detail about the test that we had to do to come out to here to Orlando, and just do it at a slightly slower normal pace as when I did it at the airport earlier. It was quite rushed because we were all kind of quite manic, quite excited. So obviously the restrictions are changing all the time to come anywhere in the world at the minute, but particularly for the USA. Right now the USA is open. You can come over here, you can visit on a family holiday from the United Kingdom. You just have to go through various different obviously testing measures prior to coming out here. The first step of that is having to do a COVID-19 test prior to coming out, and that has to be within 1 day before basically, okay? So for example, today our flight was at 12 o'clock, so you had to do it the day before. So we were flying out on a Sunday, so any time on the Saturday you could have done your test, or Sunday, so within a day basically, okay? So we did that, and the way we did that, we did it through a video consultation. So we were at home, we had all the lateral flows sent to us in boxes. I set them up on the table, as you'll see in an image popping up in a second now, and then we had a video consultation with someone who guided us through how to do the test, how to submit it, etc, and then we got the certificate through later that evening that said they were all negative, and you've had a video consultation that proves that you've done it correctly, and that acts as our certificate then. We then had to submit that onto a Verify app, and then alongside that you fill out a passenger attestation form, which basically means that you acknowledge that you haven't got COVID-19, the paperwork's all correct, and you know, appropriate. We uploaded our proof of vaccination, so for Kate and me that's obviously our vaccination records from the NHS, and then for the boys that was nothing because they're not fully vaccinated. Once that was all complete, that gets verified in the app, and then it's popped up and it's ready to go. The other thing we have to arrange while we're out here is obviously our test for when we go back home. Again, we pre-booked those, we brought us with us in the luggage, we've got tests with us, so we're going to use those that we pre-booked 2 days before we go, get the results uploaded online, and then we're done and dusted. When we get home, we've then got to do a day 2 PCR test, and that will be the one that obviously clears us to then leave isolation and go about our normal life back in the UK. So that's just a very quick rundown. Hopefully you heard all that. Obviously there's a bit of background noise in here about the testing procedures to come into Orlando, but overall, you know, it really didn't add much to the time at all. We were worried about, you know, length of checks, paperwork, etc, but it really wasn't too bad at all. So that's just a very quick rundown of the testing procedures that we had to go through coming out to Orlando here. And then in terms of the actual flight itself, again, really nicely organised by BA, felt really safe. They were handing out hand sanitising wipes that we got on board. Everything was super clean, super nice, and everyone wore their masks, so there was really no issues there, no worries or concern. I think me and Kate were a little worried about wearing the mask for the whole flight just because you get quite warm, you get quite stuffy, and it is a long period of time, you know, it's a 9-hour flight. But we said actually about 2 hours in that actually it's not too bad at all. You can take regular breaks, you know, have a drink of water, maybe go to the loo, but you know, it really is for your own safety, and it really isn't an issue at all. So really pleasantly surprised with the flight. When we landed, got off the aircraft, you know, in really good time as well. And weirdly, you know how when you land, usually you have everyone jump up, they're grabbing their bags. They didn't. They did what the crew asked them to do, which was to sit down and wait to be called. not a single person got up. I couldn't believe it. Usually every single flight is chaos, but everyone listened, really calm, collected, great. Got off the aircraft, went into the border check area, maybe took 15 minutes. Oliver was really well behaved, he had his mask on in the airport, good as gold. Got through the queue nice and quickly, and then collected our bags. Again, really smooth process. The whole thing, I think maybe an hour by the time we got from the aircraft to in a taxi. So really impressed, really good. So at the minute, no issues at all coming into Orlando. Yeah, can't fault it. Actually, absolutely speechless at the time it took. So really impressed, and looking forward to the rest of the trip.
Oh, yummy. Yes, yummy.
So if you are new to the channel, please click the subscribe button down below, drop a like on the video, and stay tuned for more videos here from Orlando and their wonderful theme parks. Many thanks for watching.